All right, am I free to port in?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I didn't check Discord. I just saw. Well, no, we still need one more in Discord. I failed you. I failed.
There's 12 in the group.
Gonna say too late. I'm already on the load screen.
No. Who did it? Who did it?
There's only one of us with the flame staff in here, Jared.
You monster.
It's good luck.
Clean it up. Clean it up.
It's good luck.
Forklands, no. Hello. Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 9:31 p.m. on a Thursday evening. We're here on Elder Scrolls Online, and that means it is Mayflower Raid Night. Welcome, everybody. How are you all doing today?
Pretty good.
KT hype.
Right.
KT hype.
Well, that's not ESO related.
KT hype.
So thank you all for coming out today. You know, it's let's go ahead and get it tonight, as we do. Fingers crossed for good instances and all that good stuff. Sycamore, you had posted a thing asking if people were able to stay a little bit later tonight. Do you know? Is the result that everyone is able to do that?
Yeah, is that okay with everyone? I didn't tear any nose. Don't be afraid. It is okay if you can.
Okay.
Well, we'll give it a shot. Please let me know if things come up. It's fine.
All right. Something just came up for me.
Except for Jared.
Okay. And yeah, you know, just good luck, everybody. Good luck. Hey, my brain shuts off precisely. Got it. Well, that is a shame. Well, you know what? That might be fine if we get a bad instance at that point. Okay, but let's stack all up. Let's do it. Any other housekeeping stuff that you want to cover at the start, Sycamore, or are we good to go?
I think that's good.
All right. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everybody.
This way, faithful. Divine Olkosh awaits your rightful adoration in the courtyard.
Look upon divinity with mortal eyes may be too much to bear for the uninitiated.
We're at 2 so far, but one of them was slow-mo, so I'm gonna call it 1.5. I think it's going well enough to at least see the ice run. I don't love it, but do you want to see how the Kestis look?
I think it's worth it. We're this far into it.
Locastes looks like a big white dragon.
Finish off this. Yep. I'll need a second after that.
Watch out.
Okay, make sure to swap here.
Ready.
3, 2, 1. Team 1.
We're slow.
Team 2.
Good draw.
It's okay, I don't think it was gonna go well anyway. I think we were
I
gonna
think
lose it on time.
That's,
Siphon was terrible.
yeah.
I think Necromancers, if we get to a boss and Blast Bones doesn't work, if we're already shaky about it, just say it like as soon as you notice it. And we'll just once we're in the boss phase, it's flipped. I can't tell nearly as well as you can.
No, we were slow there. Sorry, I forgot to bring that up.
Quick reform. That was nice. Nobody got stuck, unable to accept the group invite.
That's the first.
Mm-hmm.
Food time should be good.
back up on the door. And here we go in 3, 2, 1.
This way, faithful. Divine Alkosh awaits your rightful adoration in the courtyard.
To look upon divinity with mortal eyes may be too much to bear for the uninitiated.
He didn't flip, he just walked a really weird way.
Walk which way? Walk this way? Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da.
Walk this way. We should reset.
Dig out.
Yeah, you know it's bad when the cat's taking forever to get there. Oh well.
More faithful enter the roar of the first cat. Come, come, welcome.
These remixes are pretty boss.
Oh darn.
Beauty would like to remind
No progress, read open.
I remember when spellcrafting was gonna be a thing.
That would work.
Dude, screw that. We got digging.
Hey, it's digging and a mobile game. Come on.
Oh man. I will say that one, that concept didn't grab me. I'm sure it will grab people, like some people, but it was.
It just doesn't
not
suit
fun to do.
an MMO with a meta as well. Because in the single player games, you can fuck around and create whatever you want. You want some stupid, overpowered, crazy thing that burns all of your mana in one go? Sure. You want to jump the height of the Eiffel Tower? Go for it, man. It's fine. But in a MMO like this, there's going to be some best combination, and then everyone's just going to run that, and then there may as well not be spellcrafting, because it would be the same as the ability just existing, you know?
I should be more clear. I'm talking about the digging.
Oh.
Not grabbing. Spellcrafting, I think, would be neat. Essentially would be like a skill line now, but
Pretty sure it's like at least 5 times as much work as Sidgic.
Right.
yo, nice. All right, let's tag it up. Your initial point, though, also worked for the digging, I think. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Is there at least a sarcastic skull to hang around with me while I go artifact searching?
Look upon divinity with mortal eyes may be too much to bear for the
Nope, it's just you and your trusty shovel.
I think it's a trowel.
What's interesting about the Antiquities line is I believe RuneScape 3 just finally introduced archaeology as a skill line, so kind of interesting that that happened. I don't play RuneScape anymore, but still interesting.
Jared, can you restart the next game? I'm gonna reset my internet quick.
Okay.
What? No, I don't want crown. We'll get poured out before I could accept it. Hopefully it didn't just disappear on me.
There's somebody here wearing Lunar Bastion. Makes me happy.
What?
Lunar Bastion.
Wait, how could you tell?
They did the thing was on the ground. How do you proc it again?
Synergy?
Synergy, isn't it?
Yeah, okay, got it.
They think all of them are synergies.
Sure.
More patch.
But it's got the cool moon glowy floor, you know?
I think it's a neat set.
Man, if it was best in slot, I would love to wear it. Super on
You should wear it anyway, man. Neat visuals are better than function.
Yeah, you're right.
Form
You're right.
before function.
You're right. Oh, I sneezed. Everybody's so quiet today. We all enjoying the server performance so much. Just absolutely immersed in quality gameplay.
I'm
I've been up
roasting
for
my
about 52 minutes, so
roasting my legs on top of my computer.
That seems unhealthy. You should stop that.
Yeah, that sounds like there might be
It's so cozy.
problems with that. It's so cozy. I don't like the idea that
melted
it's
motherboard.
warm enough to be toasting your legs. How hot is my computer? My computer is colder than the rest of it.
Shut up, show off.
I mean, if you have a hot computer, you don't have to pay as much for heating in the winter, though.
This is true. This is true.
Too bad it's summer.
You know, it's the most satisfying thing though is when you take off like the side panel of the computer and take that air duster and like spray the fan and you just all the dust comes out and the fan spins around.
And I'm sneezing for
and
the
then
next
dust
3
goes
hours.
everywhere.
It's worth it. Worth it. That
No,
moment of
no.
satisfaction
I have
is
a
worth.
brush attachment for my vacuum that I use.
Sure.
for exporting.
Yeah, I agree with. Well, I guess both of you. I was gonna say Aru, but you said for the vacuum too. Yeah, I just vacuum up after.
Any of you cat owners seen a cat with like lint or dust like that on their whiskers? You're a user.
I haven't, but I don't own a cat.
The word is perplexed.
Stack up on the door.
Again, almost enough.
My keyboard will pull a cat for yeah.
That sounds like the right way to go.
Okay.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
They did try that once with mechanical keyboards, and they actually survived. I would not recommend putting your computer in a dishwasher, though.
I probably wouldn't go with the keyboard anyway. But that's impressive that it survived. No, this is a no. This is a no instance. Very no. This is the worst instance I have seen in a very long time.
Oh my god, that cat! That cat!
Well, how long it's taking the AoE to just come out?
Oh, sweet Tuwaka.
Oh, well. Those AoEs from the cats are so delayed.
No, Aru. Aru, no, please. Oh, this makes me very upset. Oh my god. Whoops. My bad.
It's alright, I'm gonna just die here. It's
I was trying to watch Aru's clip in bits and pieces, and then I ended up just deciding to full screen it, and I died for it. So, the other day, I was discriminated against.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What?
So
I was thinking about trying one of those like services where they give you like weekly deliveries of like recipes that you can cook, like make with like the appropriate amount of ingredients for it, you know. Yeah, like that. So I was looking for something like that in Canada just to, you know, see what it was like, because it might have been what I find for living alone is that oftentimes I can't get ingredients in the proper amount. I'll have waste afterwards. So I was like, oh, I'll check, and they only give portion sizes for families of 2 or 4, and there's no individual. It's like, oh.
sounds like you get a cat.
I was so sad. I was like,
When you get leftovers.
no representation. There would be too much food again, though. Like, I wouldn't be saving any money because I would be.
They're kind of
just,
expensive anyways. Comparatively.
We just stack up on the door. Sorry, go ahead. Kid.
order the recipe for 2, and then just use half the ingredients, and then use the other half another day.
Well, okay, hold on. 3, 2, 1, go. I am would be with you, except that they function on like a subscription model, and they assume that you're going through all the food at the pace that you'll be doing it. Yeah, I don't think you can opt for like a bi-weekly thing. At least the ones in Canada, anyway. So it was like I just wouldn't be able to eat the food fast enough. It would go to waste. 1. But you know, something to consider. But I felt discriminated against. I'll tell you what.
I'm sure you should just come to America where I can't even eat one person's portion of food.
That's 3. We should reset.
So far.
Yeah.
Like I'm having really issues with this with that.
No, Jert, no.
I had like deficient seconds right away, which almost never happens with this stuff.
Unfortunately, it's been par for the course that we don't get a good instance till 10 o'clock. So now that we're there, ladies and gentlemen, Thursday PM on a Thursday evening, we're here on No Spells All Night, and that means Mayflower Raid Night. Welcome to the good instance portion of the raid.
Can we just get some players with the Skelly Polymorph on to like run in at the target instead of blast bombs? It would work better.
Put that proxy dead on.
Proxy dead, exactly.
Budget blast booms.
I mean, with your plan Mayo, they'd actually do damage, unlike Blast Bones, so it's probably better.
I know it's better. I was kidding. What, did I sound like I was kidding?
Fourth one, don't you fuck with my mud crabs. These are my mud crabs.
Sure. My caps.
Yeah, I got it.
I've been building ult on the NPCs standing outside of the gate to Clawfest, and my bounty is up to 20,000.
Way to keep track of resets.
I guess there's an achievement for that.
Yeah, there is, isn't there? Except
Yeah.
bot and like
You have to pay to the guards or to the fence. It's like 100k or something.
You say the
fuck that
feds?
noise.
The fence. Now the fence. The fence.
El Federales.
Oh boy.
That's like 300 spell power potions. Jesus.
Is it? I think isn't a stack 20k?
Hell no.
It's actually 50k, isn't it, or something outrageous?
It's something.
It's,
If ingredients are anything to go by, yeah, it's probably closer to 50k.
Meaning that's not even. That's like 100 spell potion.
did it crash?
Yeah, you did.
Nice.
So you guys aren't gonna mind if I switch to trash pots for the remainder of.
Ryan, has your character always been RNG killed me?
For a long time.
Yeah. Since we've been alright. I guess I've just never. You've always been online before me and offline after.
I'm having to like. force
Ah, damn, there's no.
Sure.
It's being really bad.
Where are the crown? Oh, maybe they're only in crown crates.
What was your other tank's name?
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, that's
here.
the one I'm thinking of. That's what I'm
Yeah?
thinking of. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's
Well, I can't do it as a gift. Damn it. Okay.
PvP StamDK now. I guess I could make a StamDK like DPS, but you know, StamDK DPS. Poor Octavia.
Hey, what? Don't bash my name, DK.
I'm not bashing your StamDK. I'm just saying like StamDK is not in the best of spots right now.
No. Well, PvE anyway. I don't know how it is in PvP. I don't bash PvP now anyway.
I wish they wouldn't have the channel thing's just stupid. For the flaming poop skill.
Agree.
But
The other part.
at least the discrepancy between classes continues to get smaller, you know?
Oh yeah,
I-
balance is fine. It's the performance that is.
Yeah, but the way they're doing
Ruining everything.
sucks.
Yeah.
It's all the same now.
Yeah, but I mean,
Consolidating things. Much nicer.
compared though to, like, there were some patches where it was like, your group is 7 mag swords and a DK or not playing.
Wait, I was like Mag DK right now? It's
Oh,
literally.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I don't keep up with it as much. But in general, come on, it's you know, compared to
Well,
what it has been.
Yeah, I know I'm generalizing here, but most players, even if it's a small difference, will run whatever feels best, right? It's just that difference has shrunk and shrunk and shrunk and shrunk, right?
Yeah, it has.
Yes,
It has.
yes, it has. Listen, I am not defending Elder Scrolls about anything, but I'm also gonna give credit where it's due. It has the balance is in good state compared to years past.
Aside from Mag DK, sure.
Sure. All right, stack up on the door.
And Stam Creds. I'm not staying for Stamden's pretty bad.
We're gonna go through in 3, 2, 1. Here's what we could agree on probably, because I agree that there are outliers. Like there have been patches where it's been closer. It trends in the direction of better balance.
Okay, I'll agree with that.
Yeah, there we go.
May be too much to bear for the uninitiated.
The best state it's ever been.
Pre-1 Tamriel, baby. Give me back that 1.5.
Dynamic ultimate DKs. Let's go.
Really, the only reason BKs are best right now is from a bug. So, burning.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Knowing takes some half you, takes some bug, so.
Buddy.
Well, we're gonna see the next room again at least.
My major they like
Sorry,
don't
I
want
accidentally moved my.
That's okay.
they don't want
It's
takes to have
motivational.
unique buffs. So therefore they kill Stam Decay DPS.
Also, Stone Giant sucks as a spammable for pure DPS.
Yep.
It's actually worthwhile to run poison injection. Just more damage per cast.
Also, cast too.
I got the cap. Man, I read their little article on Times Aegis, and I see what they did with that skill or that set. I get it, but that is an abomination to me. I see why they like the adjustment that they made, but it's like, damn, that is a paragraph.
Imagine releasing a trial with no useful sets.
Hey. I like Infallibility 3.2. 2.0.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Rip.
Got him.
No one uses it though. Better just run Master Architect.
They did. It's nerfed to that point.
Yeah,
The change mail that I'm talking about with this set, it's the one that you like. Now it's like it when you heavy attack, it gives Major Slayer to everyone around you for a number of seconds equal to 3 seconds times 8,000, or for every 8,000 damage dealt in your
With
heavy
a
attack. Minimum of 5 and a maximum of 12 or something like that, with a cooldown of 22. It is disgusting.
Did you say? Well, that
And
one's
how do they think their server's gonna handle those calculations?
We're talking about,
That's
we're
a
talking,
lot of.
we're talking about Roaring Opportunist? Is he kind of just...
Yeah. No, Roaring Opportunist. Well, the idea is that they want it to be run by a DPS. So the DPS is going to do more damage with their heavy attack, and therefore the set will have a higher uptime. They're trying to
Hate
stop it
this.
from being a support set.
Hate it. You watch me. I'm going to put my points into fucking whatever that heavy attack CP star is.
I mean, Mayo, you're not wrong. People are already doing that on the PTS.
Yeah,
But
I'm ahead of my time.
Mag DK healer, let's go.
that's what was making me laugh though, was just reading like how complicated that thing is. It's like, oh my god, what is this? So, Fourth and you're saying though that it's just not as good as Master Architect with that change?
Yeah, it seems to be from what I've seen so far.
It still hits 12 people though, so you would have to have.
You're losing out. Like, the person that runs it doesn't even put out that much heals because they're speccing so much into heavy attacks.
Well, I heard the way to do it was to put Revolt's Guidance in one person.
Yeah, they still have to spec pretty heavy into heavy attacks to hit the max amount. from what I've
Sorry
seen.
about that.
compare
by
it
the way.
compare it to fucking Zens and martial. Like I'm not putting out any heals either.
People are
But
putting Zen's martial knowledge on a Mag DK DPS now.
Sure.
By the way, sorry
Yeah.
about the cat. My taunt just didn't take it off.
Oh yeah, it's fine.
I know, but
Um,
there's that.
Yeah, the other thing too is that, well, not that this is necessarily a point against it, but it's not necessarily just an inherent 25% increase because people would be changing the other sets that they're wearing. Because right now there's other means of Major Slayer, right? So it's just like an entirely different copy. So it's interesting.
I have a question. Is the calculation for your world's guidance capped with the 12 seconds, or is it on top of that?
It's on top of it, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, synergy there. What I like about that. I'm always fond of sets that require very little maintenance, like you just do, and it's like you know, like Yolnakreen. Oh my god, you know, on. Love it. Also, Ryan, you're blowing on your mic there.
Sorry.
It's okay.
You're gonna want to always have your attack during off balance though, still to get that extra damage. So you gotta keep track of that.
Wait, is it? Oh, yeah, to get extra damage. I was like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
they took off the requirement, but you're gonna want to do it to get the extra damage.
Yeah, the highest I was able to hit on a Mag DK specking entirely into heavy attacks was like 45k or something. So you need to definitely, yeah.
I've seen Nightblade healer set put up maxed out on it. That's all I've seen.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
Divine Olkosh awaits your rightful adoration.
Armor's gonna be a bit off, that's okay.
Look upon divinity with
Second's not that big of a deal.
much to bear for the
How
uninitiated.
many resets has it been now? It seems like forever.
I think we're still in single digits, but we're really close to double.
We're all skeletons behind the computers. Like, what year is it? That was 2 flips. If there's one more, we're gonna reset.
We're probably at like 7 or 8.
Oh, there we go. Reset.
Purple monsters, right?
You know it's bad when the Khajiit flips. That's when it's like, oh, we fine. I'm sad that Vamp is gonna lose. Wait, does Vamp keep the mitigation passive or no?
Yes.
we're not playing
It does?
next week.
Well, yeah, I'd still want to, you know. No. Sure, I'll log in. I'm still.
Oh.
But yeah, do they lose the resistance?
No. You still get the reduction in the passive at stage 3.
Okay.
Yeah, but don't your skills cost more?
More.
Yeah, it's like 12% or something like that.
You just gotta only use vampire skills, dude. Just only vampire skills. We'll be fine. No, I actually think it's a pretty neat direction that they've gone with. I haven't played it, but it just looks like it. Vampire is less of a background thing and more of a, like an actual. Like when you play a werewolf, you feel like a werewolf. You know.
You know, you say that, sure, but pretty much all magic DPS are gonna be vampires. Next patch.
You're gonna know who's a new vampire because they're gonna be on the floor all the time.
This is true.
He's in blood frenzy.
But I just mean that even if everyone's a vampire, the vampires will look more like vampires because they'll be using vampire skills, you know, which is nice. I like that.
Agreed.
Instead of the abomination that is like Templar Holy Sunlight vampire, like that's just suicide right there. You know?
I can't believe they still didn't
Yeah.
hide vampire skin though on a vampire patch.
Is pretty crazy. That is pretty crazy. And the argument of we want you to be able to identify what you're fighting in PvP is bullshit.
That's bullshit because I wear skins in PvP all the time too.
Everyone wears skins all the time.
I never will look at, and barely will look at someone's skin when I'm fighting them in PvP.
Yeah. Okay,
Should
back up on
probably
the door.
stop mashing on my.
Yeah, just rely on Walker to come when they're a vamp.
3, 2, 1. You run the Volkner add-on.
Yeah. He goes there, vamp, focus him.
Divine your rightful adoration, courtier.
Look upon divinity with mortal eyes may be too much to bear for the uninitiated.
I think my most fun days of PvP. I never PvP seriously oh, come on, Tom. Reset.
Come on, Zoss!
Dang.
For dirt!
Thanks, man. But yeah, I never PvP'd super seriously. Oh. Brian didn't
I
take
got
that.
it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got it.
But the most fun I had was when you could use Camouflage Hunter to do a bunch of extra sneak damage to undead, and it would highlight vampires. And I forget all the skills specifically, but the build was essentially just a whole bunch of buffs, and then you would just snipe from stealth from a mile away and just insta kill.
Wait, wasn't that the old?
Fun thing.
I'm sure that was the old like silver bolts, right, or something. Like did like
No,
20.
it was
Snipe.
Snipe from but Camo Hunter would proc, and it would do like 1 million damage with the snipe and I got so many hate tells. It was the greatest.
The other one that was amazing used to be able to fully charge a heavy attack from stealth as a Nightblade and like empower it and everything. You could do like 25 to 26k damage with a heavy attack, animation canceling a skill after it. So you like heavy attack into like Dawnbreaker into execute or something,
Yeah.
and the person would just die. Or heavy attack into incap, and the person would just like cease to exist in the span of like 0 seconds because the.
But
Jared.
But you see, I just before we get too far from it, you see, Ryan, that requires you to get into melee range. Snipe you could do from like a literal mile away. But I see what you're saying. What's
Jared,
up?
Did you
man?
respond to those hate tells with Silence Demon Spawn?
But yes, what you're describing, Ryan, was definitely more effective than what I did. I was just, I don't know.
Jared didn't want to get that close.
Exactly, and it was also a later patch that happened.
Yeah.
Like Camo Hunter and all that shit wasn't an option.
I just remember it was insane because the person couldn't do anything. There was nothing you could do.
You know what was dumb though? And thankfully my pro league PvP time was before this. But the add-on that was like you're being sniped or you're being attacked from stealth dodge
Yeah.
is the stupidest shit. Like, oh my god.
Can't believe that lasted like more than a day. That should have been banned right away.
That should be in the game, but for Sigic level 10.
Oh, that would be kind of neat.
No. Same place say no.
Like if it was an active skill that you needed on your bar, and it didn't.
Alright, yeah, that might be sort of okay.
Like slotting Mage Light or something like that. You know,
Yeah.
that would be cool.
It could either an active skill or just like while it's on your bar, it like nerfs your match and or stam regen because of the immersion, but it could be active all the time. You know,
Just make it a
call it like foresight or something.
You called? There he is. All right, stack up on the door.
It's the real ones on us.
In
Come on.
3, 2, 1. Man, I need to like turn on my webcam so you guys can see how fucking stinky over I am in my chair. My eyes are barely above the table.
We're gonna run into one of these poles, and it's gonna be a fine instance, but Jared's just gonna get slapped.
It's okay. I always sit up at Lucasti.
Jared, look, I'm trying. This is not the time or mood to quote Jar Jar fucking Binks, okay? Could you pick any other reference?
This is where the fun begins.
Thank you.
Can you mention the one cat if didn't?
I don't even know where the cat is.
Oh, that cat.
That was like a 1440 right there.
How has it been on the PS lately? If anyone's been on there. It's just as bad.
I haven't seen any spinning ads, but I've seen clips of spinning ads.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I've seen and I've heard the performance is not much better on the PTS.
Jared taunted my ad. He can
Yeah,
keep
it's
it.
my bad. Okay. I like how Kevin, as soon as the reset is called, do you just like leave the keyboard? It's always you that gets just dumped by a stray ad or whatever, or like he doesn't get out of the AOE or something like that.
I like to think he's raging and throwing his keyboard and mouse against the wall, and he's just got another one queued up for the next pull. Bug him in real quick.
That's pretty spot on.
Yeah, I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it. Might be fooling these guys, but you can't fool me.
Just reach down into my box of keyboards here.
You know what still kind of miffs me? I'm miffed by it.
There's a long list right now. that Dragonhold did not come with an arena of any kind. Like a
Pretty
single,
sure a lot of
Or
people were
spike.
miffed about that.
Yeah. Like it's completely irrelevant to what, but I'm, you know what? I just want to say that it still miffs me a little bit.
Yeah.
Just tack one more thing onto the list.
They just knew we'd be so hyped for digging.
Well, the next weapon line skills would include Ellie Drain and Force Siphon. So it was gonna be cool for healers, and now I feel like we have been deprived a neat skill.
LA Drain applies Major Bomb.
Hell yeah!
Shit just got really easy.
Just imagine they make it Ellie Train applies major roam for 1 second.
Major instance repair.
Apply with a heavy attack, though, of course.
They're
When
just
you
gonna make it.
when you do 12,000 or more damage, up to 25,000 damage, or whatever. Some
When we're on break, I'm gonna just go ahead and read that text. 'Cause it is something, you guys. All right, stack up on the door. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. While the effect isn't quite as convoluted, it reads just about as complicated as that Ursus set, which is still my favorite set in the game, by the way. That thing is just disgusting. Like, whoever thought of that?
I'm not sure what
Oh.
you're talking about.
Ursus? I'll read that one out.
It's the one that summons the bear that you can synergize, but it's only if you get hit or something, I forget.
Reset. Okay, I'm gonna look up Ursus real quick.
While you're looking it up, I learned recently that the word bear is not always the word for bear, and that in its country of origin, it had a different word, probably close to Ursus, because that's Latin for bear, right? But bear actually means brown one. And they were so scared of bears that they thought saying its name would like summon it, you know, so they would stop saying it. It was very Voldemort-y, you know, like they wouldn't say what it's actually called, they'd start calling it something else instead, and that's how we got bear instead.
That's interesting.
That's some fucking
anyway.
random ass shit, by the way.
So
Well, he said the Ursus set, and Ursus is the name of bear.
So you ready here? All right. So Ursus is she's one of the people from the Hirsine dungeon. I don't remember what it's called. The one where you're in the Hircine's hunt.
Wolf Hunter.
Yeah.
March of Sacrifice.
That's it. March of Sacrifices. Yeah. So she's one of those people. Okay. When you take damage while you are under 50% health, summon Ursus' spirit for 6 seconds at a random group member. You or an ally can activate a synergy on Ursus to grant you a shield, protects you and the activator for from 14,000 damage for 6 seconds. This effect can occur once every 12 seconds. I hate it.
Have you got any Yu-Gi-Oh players in chat here? Like, you know those cards that are just full of tiny ass text that you need like a giant magnifying glass to read, or any card game really, like where they're just like 0.2 font. That's what that reminds me of.
Okay, get ready for round 2 here. All right, Roaring Opportunist. Dealing damage with a fully charged heavy attack to an enemy grants you and up to 11 group members Major Slayer, increasing your damage done to dungeon, trial, and arena monsters by 15% for 1 second for every 8,000 damage dealt. Roaring Opportunist can only affect a target every 22 seconds, with a minimum duration of 5 seconds and a maximum duration of 12. There you
So
go.
does that mean your heavy attack has to do 45,000 damage to get even higher than the minimum?
No.
8,000. It does 1 second per 8,000 damage. Is that what you said?
Yes.
To a minimum of 5 seconds. So to get 6 seconds, you'd have to get 6 times 8,000. 48,000 damage, right?
Yeah, I think that's right.
What?
So
How
you
on
need
earth
to-
would you get?
maximum duration of 12 would be 90? What, you have to do 96,000 damage
In one heavy attack? That's still a support. What DPS is going to do that in one heavy attack? He's still a support set. Just rock the minimum.
Yeah, you rock the minimum with what's it called? Your volts, which extends it by whatever percent.
Where did they post this?
This is the Kinds Aegis news article.
Why would they put a max of 12? You'd have to do 12. You'd have to do 72,000 damage with one heavy attack. Is that what they're saying here?
No, I think you go higher because it's 12 seconds. So 8,000 times 12.
Oh yeah.
96.
So 96,000. You have 100k in a hit. Are they expecting it to be run by like stealth archer gankers?
It's supposed to be a damage set, not a healer set.
No,
according
but
to that.
sure. Oh no, I have that in mind. But which DPS builds can hit 100K
Bag
with one heavy
DKs.
Fucking
Is that a-
mag DK with elegant?
Yeah, but can they?
Shit like that?
They really okay.
That would do it.
I realize that's the highest, but I guess I haven't DPS'd in a while, so I don't know what the numbers are. That's
Yeah, you can if you build for it on a mag DK, you could get up to 100k on a heavy attack if you crit with major vul on off balance. So you could do it, but you gotta jump through like 12 different hoops all on fire in order to get it done.
Your mag decay. You probably set those hoops on fire.
That's probably not entirely inaccurate.
I think
infallible aether back on. It's, not a
It's
damn thing you
possible
can
though
disturb
that
me.
they're not expecting most groups to be hitting, or even type 2 set to be hitting the cap. Which I guess means to say, why not just not have a cap? But because I mean, essentially the cap is how much damage someone can do with a heavy attack. I don't know. Maybe it would get exploited.
They're future proofing it for when they make heavy attacks do damage.
Yeah, they'd find some way. Like you would put on like the fucking heal, like the synops, the Sigic healing thing that you can heavy attack forever, and it would like just keep Major Slayer on forever.
Unlimited power. Alright, stack up.
Yeah, the fact that they have to hit 96k just tells me they don't play their game and they don't know how high an actual heavy attack hits for.
3, 2, 1, go. Well, I just mean that to me, it could also mean that they just don't intend for people to be hitting the cap. Or they don't want hitting the cap to be the default state, you know?
They're totally gonna just nerf Master Architect.
I just want to mention kill you in the room here. That's all I'm gonna say.
One. Oh, do I count that one? He
That
just
was a
flipped-
fake. That was.
Yeah, alright, we're gonna not count that one. We're gonna stick with just one. What if all of these bad instances are just Outlaws punishing us like the NPC says he's going to?
Honestly, I will be upset, but I will respect the lore.
That's their version I came for.
Alright, we're going to the next room again, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna see that ice room. We're gonna cross our fingers that that fucking second cat does not have a stroke. Because he has every time.
Eat food, I'll probably do it. If we make it to Lacassi's, we'll allow you food there.
Yeah, sick. I just realized I got something to do at 8:30.
I think we're not gonna go that long. I don't think we're gonna get any good.
Does it start with a K and end with a T, Riffle?
I got the kitty.
It starts with A and ends with an anything.
Oh,
What was that cat doing?
he flipped once and then he went for the slam dunk. So we're gonna wait and see what this next one is. Alright, reset.
Yeah, guys, I think we'll go to like, I don't know, 20 more minutes. I mean, we literally have not had an instance yet. This is,
Okay, so we're not taking a break, we're just going for
let's
little
just
bit
power
longer.
through it, and I mean, if we haven't had one instance in an hour and 7 minutes, I don't think it.
Hold on, I gotta get this clear in my head. What you're saying is no break, but we're ending at 11 if we don't get an instance?
Yeah. Just, yeah. Unless someone
Now,
has to
if we
pay.
do get a good instance, do we then take a break after?
Sure.
Cross eventually get to it, man. Don't get back
Yeah.
Anyone keep a tally of this? This is absolutely amazing.
I think I started this might be their 15th run, maybe?
No.
Maybe? No.
It's like
I think we're
9 or 10. I'd say like 10 maybe.
I think we're at double digits, yeah.
I'm gonna take the guess of 12. That's where I'm jumping in here. So we've got guesses of 8, 9, 10, 12, and 15. So somebody look at the log and see who's right.
Go Octavia.
2, 3.
You win my eternal respect.
Like we have to, when you guess how many jelly beans are in the jar or whatever.
Exactly.
But you.
Exactly
How many bad instances have we suffered through the last 70 minutes?
A second, let me calculate the volume of my tears that I've been collecting.
There you go.
Alright, hit us up.
Oh, wait.
Octavio. That is false. It has not been. Oh, it has not been 6.
It's been 8. Yeah.
8.
Really?
8.
That feels
Yeah.
like way
That
too low.
yeah, it feels like low.
Well, we've had a couple crashes. I reset my internet.
Okay.
So we're a little bit slower in between a few. But regardless, we've spent an hour and 10 minutes. That's how you really calculate. Wasted time.
Yeah, we should all just be running the Haven Versus set.
That orb pathing though.
Like let's just all get. We'll just get 12 bear spirits, and we'll all run Selines. We're gonna hit them with the full bear army. I don't think Alkash could handle it. I think it's over.
All wardens.
Yeah. We all run the bear alt. We all run the bear alt with spirit bears and bear helmets. We all run that costume from Rothgar where you get the bear hat.
Alright, we're taking that time slot already.
My thoughts.
Alright, stag them on the door, and we going in 3, 2.
Meow.
Here. It's fine. I was jumping on a table, don't worry. It's my fucking ritual for a good instance.
What other bear things can we do? Can we get more bears? We could all run bear pets.
Is there a bear motif or bear costume?
Well, the bear I already talked about that one from Rothgar. Where you have the bear. Oh god. You keep going a little longer. It was just wasn't enough yet to call the reset. It wasn't a good start. But in theory, that's for 48 bears in the raid. 4 bears per person. I mean, that's pretty intense. This is how I have to entertain myself, man, guys.
We'd be ready to beat Battlestar Galactica.
Which bear is best, man?
Easy. Jer Bear.
Oh.
Where the fuck did that thing go?
I have taken Jones Gale Claw. It's not. It's a reset. It's too many times.
Hey.
We did it.
Beat Sunspot.
As Daniel would say, we solved Zoss's instance puzzle.
I don't know if you ever listened to the Adventure Zone, but that's what that's from.
No, gotcha.
The DM, that one likes to use that a lot. Solve my whatever it is puzzle.
Gotcha.
Kill a bunch of goblins, you solve my goblin puzzle.
Since we're kind of like running out of time, maybe we'll next time we get to the ice room, if it's still like that, maybe it's just the ice room, and just at least get the Lacestes, because why would the 11th or 12th instance be any better than the last?
What I will throw in is that one was better than the one that I was like, I don't like it, but we could see Lacestes if you want, and then all the necromancers were like, that was trash.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably worth seeing it right now, because, I mean, literally, we've done the same thing for an hour and 15 minutes.
I think if we're on time and the blast bones and necro skills are working, we should just keep going. Because every single instance has always had an ad spinning eventually.
Well, yes, but also no though. Like we have had some instances where it's just golden until the one pull where they always spin.
What I've noticed is if the cat AoE takes forever, like when it does the pounce and it shoots like the 6 circles out, if that takes forever, it just dies.
I just think with so less of time left, we should lower our requirement of resetting.
What if next time we just let one person go in first and we all work with them?
Well, yeah, if you want, since we're like near the end here, we could just say always to Lacestes and see
What
how
if
it goes.
we take the quest?
Alright, let's stack them on the door. And 3, 2, 1. So do you want to only go to Lacestes if we make it to the ice room, or do you want to just always go to it?
Let's get past this first. If we get to the ice room, we'll just go to Lacestes on whatever this pull or next pull or whatever. I don't feel like we're gonna get any good instances anymore. Like you said, it's terrible. That was terrible, right?
Yes. Very bad.
I'm sorry. This sucks, man. This is so dumb.
We're resetting, yeah?
You said reset, right?
Hi, Fina.
Hi.
You look very ominous in front of the door. Oh, you're gone.
This makes me so sad. I used to like this game so much. Now it's just the worst game right now.
I recognize that we exclusively run the content that is most affected by this issue. So, you know, I understand that, but fuck.
But this issue shouldn't exist in the first place.
What blows my mind is that Cyrodiil is in just as bad a shape. Because if it were just raids, it should be nothing. Absolutely, it should be nothing. But raids and Cyrodiil are like the entire endgame. Right? The dungeons work fine.
It's always been shit though.
Cyrodiil's been
It
pretty
was
bad
the-
all those.
I'm not a PvPer regularly, but we go to do like the monthly transmutes, and 2020 has been like appalling.
All I can think of though now is just like what Fortune was just saying. It's just like, well, but what about the digging though? It's just, how about that?
Not gonna lie, I still like the pathing of this orb. What if I go from this side? Whoa. Not as satisfying as this though. This rides that slope.
Naru, you said you play on Sunday night. You start at around 9 o'clock, 9 Eastern, 9:30 Eastern. I feel like Sundays are more busy all at the same time. That's great.
Please actually do make a compilation of all the spinning cats. If you made every single spinning cat that you saw on stream, I would be so happy.
It would be a
amazing.
really long video.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be a really long video.
But you cut them all really fast. Like it's just like cat, 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 as you go through.
It would be a long.
Just start overlaying them on top of each other. So they're multiple at the same time.
And then just have
Tile
the
it.
Godslayer then.
Like a record, baby, right.
Then I have to play the I have to play the Yakety Sax song.
I don't think you could top the "You Spin Me Right Round."
That's true.
Like, that's what Mayo was singing.
I had the infinite load screen.
I'm gonna upload
You're
it with sad
offline.
piano,
Yeah, you're offline to us.
sad violin, or whatever.
I will agree with you on theme, Justin. In most instances, the Yakety Sax is very appropriate, but in this case, this is so specifically relevant.
But what if you just had all the boss fights as normal, and then when we're doing the trash fight, instead of having the video from the trash fights, you just put spinning cats?
Just layer the two songs over each other. It'll be about as coherent as the fucking songs are right now.
And then at the end, it can all fade out into sad violin.
No,
Or
just
my heart
let them
will
keep
go on
playing.
the recorder.
No, pile them on. Just all the songs. They're gonna be like, something's wrong with the audio, and be like, yeah, I'm trying to make it fit the game.
I don't think I've ever heard Mayo be this salty before.
I have been, like, real talk for a second. I have been a dedicated, fanboy and optimistic defender of Zos for 6 years, and this is very deflating. And they don't know who I am. Of course, it's not a personal attack, but I do feel very let down in the lack of action or even addressing of any of this. That, to me, that is not just sad, it is disrespectful and offensive players. I think it's yeah. I'm struggling with it a lot, actually. I've been very invested with Elder Scrolls for a long time, and I'm not only very upset, I'm upset that I'm upset. I don't like how that feels about a game I've played for such a long time.
Like, how long? It's
with you.
been the entire patch, right?
Longer. 2 patches.
Well, it's
Remember, we were all-
different issue, but yeah.
Sure, but we were all optimistic that things were going to get better after the last one. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But any amount of this would have been too long. This is, and frankly, one of you guys said something. I forget which one of you said it, but said something about the whole dev team is different now than at launch. And of course, that the face has changed. But that was the first time it occurred to me. Like, before that, I had this naive, oh, they'll figure it out. They're professionals. They're a professional game company. They'll get it sorted. Once when you guys pointed out that there is probably code in there that's 6 years old that the current team did not know how to touch or edit, it chinked the armor, put a crack in the wall, and I'm completely deflated about
Yeah,
Elder Scrolls.
yeah, but the nutty thing more than anything is performance was not nearly this fucking shit showy until they like re-fucked everything, right? Like
Yeah, their performance patch made it worse.
they're like, let's give people more frames patch. Fuck the whole concept of like actually game working. That's the issue. Oh, that's my. I would rather have less frames in more functional game.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
I will go down truly as someone who gave it my all to give this game as long as I could. I held in a lot longer than in hindsight, than I feel like I should have.
All right, let's stack up on the door.
But Jared, I don't want to. Character's in the mood right now.
I need to know now. Was Roble spelled with an E? I think it was, right?
No, it's definitely with a
Wasn't it?
no.
W-R-O-B-L.
Are you sure?
E-L.
I thought there was an E. I gotta look it up.
I thought
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Are you sure?
Yeah. Quick Google tells me no one spells it with an E.
0.
See, look, the Canadians adding letters. First it's color, then it's favorite, now it's Roble.
I was pretty sure it was with an E until I typed. Until I typed it, and then when I saw it written down, that's when I was like, with the question mark, like, right? But I was very wrong. The saddest moment in my
Hey, was that you?
career. Okay, this is a lot of space. It's not the worst ever.
So ice room, and then maybe do like one more, and then I'm done.
Okay. Somebody was saying something that was like a little bit incoherent and rambly and so on in chat, like Zone, and I meant to say, "Go home, you're drunk," and I said, "Go home, you're dunk." And, Zone chat. The other thing too. Which brother do you think said the sentence? You guys are ready for some fungens? Hint, it's not the one you're thinking. That was a typo. D is right next to F on the keyboard. You can look at it and see. His next sentence was like, I hate myself so much. What have I done? Hey, that one actually kind of ran to me. The chains have been bad on every single head, but didn't flip them in. This one's making it for it. Oh, we're gonna be over here for the first time. Alright, Necromance, just keep us in the loop. It's one of the better instances we've seen tonight. No, it wasn't great, but compared to tonight, it's been. Yeah, well, I mean, it's still not good. Did you see that, Will? All right. So here, and we're okay. 3, 2, 1. Here's one. Is that enough that it's like not gonna work, or is it like not happening?
Push it.
Okay. We won't have. This is Godslayer. Easy. What the? Finish off the ice attribute. What the hell? Oh my god. I glitched through it and didn't take it. We're gonna have a lesser. Barrier, 4 seconds. Barrier now.
I think I might be disconnecting.
See this one? Zoom 1. Come on, Portland. Why are you standing in stupid?
I don't know about you guys, but I think this is not gonna happen tonight. I don't know how much more I want to go. Yeah. It makes me sad. But
How was Blast Bones for you? Because Blast Bones was fine for me there. And we had like a bunch of spinning ads. And we met the DPS check.
Just looking at the
it
dice
was, I guess it was fine.
Mine was off by 1 second at the start of the pull, and then during the ad phase it went to 2 or 3.
No, the instance felt laggy overall though. How's that been?
You had to look SGs twice.
That's progress.
I'm gonna do Mayflower last pull and then call it. I think that's probably.
Are you willing to allow me to put... Oh! What the... Oh, fuck, dude. There is a skunk just strolling down my street. It's chilling. Oh my god.
Down your hall.
Well, I'm right next to my window here, right? And I just looked, I thought there was like a cat or something, but then I saw the big old like white, and I was like, oh, zooey mama. That he better not get spooked here. I don't want to smell that shit.
It's because these instances stink.
I was gonna ask if I should be putting either the final countdown or Kaigo's remix of Sexual Healing into.
It's up to you, Jared.
I wouldn't. They don't deserve it, man. Don't tarnish those songs. Those songs are for when we are overcoming. Fucking, I don't know.
Yeah.
We're fine. We are Godslayers. The game doesn't want to give us the title. The tuba walking music. That's exactly what I was thinking in my head. I just didn't know what to say out loud to describe it. That's totally what I was trying to tell you. You read my mind. I am delirious. off my
Tonight
war
broke
on
Mayo.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the load screen is the most fun part of the game. You know,
Just it works. Sometimes.
does it?
Sometimes it crashes you. At a higher rate than Vince.
And now, at what you said there, that is a good thing. That I would rather crash on the load screen than in the instant. That used to be a big problem.
What instance?
That's, you know, yes, you're right.
Yeah,
This is the worst it's been.
instances.
This is the worst, yeah, but, you know, at least it's not terrible instances and constant disconnecting from the
No
instance.
Shanks injured.
Alright, stack up on the door. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. I mean, I was told that it's supposed to be all just the DPS anyway, right?
What if it's no skills?
Unanimity with mortal eyes may be too much to bear for the uninitiated.
Alright. Here we go. Let's do it. Not a bad start, actually. It took a full hour and a half, but at last we have a good instance. It's been a long
Watch this be the one.
questions are getting some clickety-clacking from you.
Find solace, predestined alpha.
No, not the Nook! Everybody watch out for his.
shit. I just had a lag spike. I'm fine. Now.
Finish off the end. Just you over there, Ryan. Hold on to these.
Right there.
Oh god, I'm lagging really bad.
Let's get the one that's slow. Oh.
Barrier
The
now.
milk gonna go down.
Yep. Execute. Nice touch roll though.
Finish off. Big fucking one.
Oh, I just took Loki. Damn. Oh.
Well, it happened though. We had it
Yeah.
at the end of the long road. We saw an instance that didn't make me want to die.
Perceiving the mean, it really don't pass.
Oh man.
Only. Dang.
It makes sense. Prime time's the worst time.
Yeah.
But isn't all the time prime time now? Like, no.
Unacceptable.
No,
I don't
like
know.
everyone raids at 9 o'clock.
I will say there is not another time of day that I would ever be able to raid really right now.
Yeah, Sam, I'm not gonna change my life and not sleep because of a game.
Sorry about my fuck ups today.
Oh, dude, don't worry about it. Literally, this is how every poll should be. We get to this point, we get to like Kestis, we make it past the Kestis, great. We don't, reset. Every poll should get to Kestis, but the game doesn't work.
And the problem why we shouldn't be beating ourselves up about any mistakes is because, we talk about losing momentum if we don't get to practice. We raid twice a week and we don't get to practice. We spend the whole fucking night on the first one pull and load screen,
But
like
dude,
we
progged that
miraculously
first pull, though,
miraculously make it to Navintast, and then of course someone's gonna make a mistake because we only fight Navintast twice a week tops. We get like one chance, and then you're full of pressure because it's the one chance. And the standard shifts, it's like, well, I can't blow the one chance. But that's not the problem. The problem is the fact that we're only getting one chance, when in February, March, we were kicking ass all the way to the end. We have had so many almost Godslayers despite the performance. I'm bummed we don't have the title right now, but at the other hand, why am I fretting so much about a title about a game that doesn't give a shit about working? I know we can do it. So I'm just trying to get around to that being enough.
Well, hey, you all have
AO
a...
said.
You all have
Sorry
a great
for the
weekend.
downer.
I think Mayo should write an official Mayflower letter to Zoss.
Well, I'm actually thinking about it. Like, not that feedback actually matters when you send it to corporate people. I don't have the delusion that my letter will do it, but it's I don't know. Like,
Well, now that you say that, Mayo, someone's gonna clip it and we're gonna post it on the official forums.
you have my permission. I will stand by what I said if anyone calls me on it. All right. On that note, thanks for trying, everybody.
Yeah, I hope everybody has a nice weekend. Yeah, and good night, everybody. Thank you. I like seeing all of you. Fuck the game.
I love all of you. I just hate where we meet all the time.
Exactly. It's a good way to put it. And I'll see you guys on Monday, if not before then. Have a good night. Have a good night, everybody. See you later.
Good night.
Good night.
One good pull out of it, like starting an hour 45 minutes. This is why so many of us are frustrated. This is why so many of us are probably going to leave the game once Grimoire comes around. But yeah, that's going to be it for tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys later. One more raid night, Monday. Hopefully we'll be able to get it on Monday. But yeah, see you guys around.